Are you feeling sick or stuck in a job that no longer brings you joy or fulfillment? It's a dilemma that many of us feel during the course of our careers. But how do you know when it's time to say goodbye and look for greener pastures? Today we're going to discuss 15 different signs that it's time to leave your job. From toxic work environments to lack of growth opportunities, today we're going to dive directly into it. These indicators will empower you to make the right decisions for your career and your well-being. Let's get into it. The very first thing is toxic work environments. I know we have all heard the toxic work environment used so loosely, but if your work environment is filled with gossip, conflict, and turmoil, you, my friend, is in a toxic work environment. A toxic work environment can definitely take its toll on you, not only mentally, but physically as well. It's time for you to reevaluate your work environment and decide that maybe it's time for you to move on and find a career that's more rewarding, a career that you desire to be a part of. Are you feeling a little stagnant because there are lack of growth opportunities in your current role? When there are no longer any opportunities to grow within an organization, or you don't desire to grow with that organization, or there's a lack of skill development in your current opportunity, that's your body telling you that you are no longer being nurtured and you need to leave your job. Unfulfilling work. Do you lack passion for what you're doing now? Have you lost that desire to do the work that you're currently doing at this point? Does it continue to excite you? Feeling unfulfilled and disconnected from your work is a good indicator that it's time for you to entertain new opportunities to see what else is out there. Poor work-life balance. Are you struggling to have a healthy balance between work and your home life? Are you constantly overwhelmed and feeling a bit out of sorts because of your long work hours? Not to mention, do they always have unrealistic expectations of you and your work? If you said yes to any of those questions, it is time to think about your future and think about where you would like to be and seek help to get to that point. But it's time to leave your job. Feeling undervalued. If your contributions are constantly overlooked by your management team and your work is undervalued by the management team, it could definitely lead to feeling of resentment and dissatisfaction with work. You deserve a work environment where you are appreciated and you are celebrated for the good things that you're doing. Stagnant compensation. Has your salary remained stagnant regardless of your increased responsibilities and your additional skills, or possibly additional training and education? Feeling underpaid and unappreciated is a reason for you to seek the compensation that you deserve elsewhere. Lack of alignment with company values. If you find yourself at odds with the company values and ethics of the company, it can create a feeling of moral conflict and some discomfort. Working for a company whose values align with your values is necessary for a long-term opportunity or job. Micromanagement is huge, guys. Constantly being micromanaged by your superiors can erode trust and autonomy in the workplace. If you are not being trusted to do your work effectively, it may be a sign that it's time to find more supportive work at another organization. Health impacts. I know it sounds a little weird, but health impacts is a huge reason why you may want to look for employment elsewhere. Are you experiencing physical or mental conditions resulting from your work? Chronic stress, anxiety, feeling overwhelmed, lack of sleep are all things that you should take extremely serious. And if you are experiencing these things, this is a reason why you should be looking for employment elsewhere. It's time to go. Ethical dilemma. Do you feel like you're being asked to compromise your ethical principles or participate in behaviors that you're uncomfortable with? This is a clear indication that this job may not be for you. Integrity should never be compromised for the sake of a job. It's time to go. Lack of recognition. Feeling like your hard work goes unnoticed or unrecognized can be demoralizing. Recognition and praise for the work that you're doing is motivating and will allow you to continue along the path of doing great work with the organization. When you're not getting that, that's a sign that it's time to go. No clear path forward When you're uncertain about the trajectory of your career and there's no path for professional development or advancement, then it's time for you to think about where can you go to actually gain those things, because it's very important that you're developing yourself as you work and that you're being advanced along the way if you desire to do so. Do you feel like you don't fit in the company's culture, or you just don't feel like you belong? This could be an uphill battle and can take its toll on your mental health. Finding a workplace where you feel like you belong and that you can thrive is important, especially if you're looking for a long-term opportunity. Lack of job security. Guys, if you feel like your job can be taken away from you at any time, not because of the economy, but because you feel threatened or just instability within the leadership team, then this means that you really need to find an opportunity where you feel more secure. Just keep in mind, everywhere there is going to be a bit of insecurity, but when you feel like your job is always at risk, it's time to go. And last but not least is gut feeling. If you feel in your gut that it's time to go, then it's time to go. I hope that these things have been helpful for you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.